aging, folks, and tonight I'm going to be opening some old brews. And when I say old brews, I'm talking about home brew that I made in excess of 2 years ago, and I want to see how aging them has treated them. So when I decided to take up home brewing again a couple of years ago, I decided to keep one of each of everything that I made to see how it aged over time. And this is one that I've had now since March 2021, so this is now May 2023, so it's been in the bottle since March 2021. It's a vanilla cider at 9.7%, and if you want to see how I made this and everything that's going to feature in tonight's film, then check out my channel and go back in time to see what the recipe was for it. So I will have just simply called this one vanilla cider. You know, I've got this in the wonderful flip top bottle. Let's see what happens when I open it. In fact, I once had a bad experience with a flip top which went pew. Yeah, well, it was a fun experience as well as a bad one. It scared me. So I'm just, ever since then, I've always opened my own like this, just in case. Ooh, lively. So I would say that's still got a sparkle after 2 years. Oh yeah, we've definitely got vapour. Smells very cidery. So let's get it poured. This is my Wakefield Festival of Beer glass from 2015. Let's see what it looks like as it goes in. Yeah, that looks nice. It's not a huge sparkle, but it's definitely enough of a sparkle. So the 2 year mark has not affected carbonation. In fact, it might have improved it, because I have a feeling when I first did this one that carbonation wasn't massive. But it looks nice in the glass. Let's have a sniff. Really smells cidery. I'm not getting vanilla on the smell, but I'm getting cider. And I flavoured this with vanilla MyProtein Flavdrops, if memory serves me correctly. That is very nice. That is the closest I've ever done to a cider that you'd buy in a pub. It actually tastes like a mainstream cider. The vanilla isn't massively apparent as vanilla, but what it's served to do is provide a little bit of subtle background sweetness, even though they were sugar-free, but obviously there's sweetness in the flavour. I'm trying to place what... It's a bit like Stowford Press with a bit of something else in it, which is obviously vanilla. But yeah, so aging this cider has had no negative impact, and it tastes absolutely delicious. So I'm now going to go and enjoy this, and then I'll be opening the next one shortly. Okay, see you soon. Hey folks, I'm back, and bottle number 2 is a honey Rauchbier. So I thought I'd go light to dark. I'm going to start with the cider and I'm going to finish with the porter or the stout. I can't remember, I think it might be a stout. Anyway, the honey Rauchbier was bottled on the 5th of March 2021. It's 8% ABV. This was an all-grain brew that I did. It was one of my first all-grain brews when I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I'm still not that much better, to be honest, but as far as I can remember, it was really lovely. It was very sweet and smoky. So I'm quite excited to see how it's panned out after 2 years. Now, I'm going to man up this time and open it properly without the tea towel on top. God, am I going to regret this decision? Let's see. I'm a 50-year-old bloke and I'm scared of opening a bottle. What's wrong with me? Right, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't always open. Okay. That isn't a great sign. Let's have a look how this one pours. Right. Time has not treated this one well. Yeah, that looks like a sample after I've had a dry day. That's not a good look. Now, if you look at that, there's suspended bits and bobs in it, very microscopic. There's no fizz. Oh, actually, clinging to the side of the glass, there is a mild effervescence. And when I say mild effervescence, I mean mild effervescence. But come on, you don't want a beer that looks like that. That's not a beer, is it? Oh, peculiar. It doesn't smell particularly smoky. And it doesn't smell particularly beery. It smells a bit winey. If you'd given me this blind and said, have a sniff at that, what do you think it is? I'd have said wine. So, Lesson learned with this one. Oh, actually, no, you know what? There is some bubbles going up in there. I don't know if you can see or not on there. Head retention, zilch. Right, let's have a see what it tastes like. That is a bizarre flavour. It doesn't taste anything like a beer whatsoever. In fact, I'll tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like a ghost. Not a ghost, a ghost, G-O-S-E. Like a soury flavour, which is very smoky in taste, but it's almost like a cidery beer. Like, imagine smoky snakebite. That's what it's a bit like. It's not awful, surprisingly. I would never have identified this as being a beer if I was drinking it blind. I don't know what I'd have said it was. It's almost like somebody's made a cocktail consisting of a bit of Rauchbier topped up with Prosecco, but not good Prosecco, Lambrini. Yeah, it's not awful. I can drink it, and I'm going to drink it. I'm from bloody Yorkshire, we don't chuck stuff away. But yeah, time hasn't tracked this one as well as it did at the cider. Anyway, cheers folks. This is going to go down the hatch. See you soon, kids. Okay, number 3 of 4 that there will be tonight is my Funky Bohemian Strong Ale. This was bottled on the 6th of May 2021. It's 8.4% ABV. It's a good beer. Now, when I made this, I said at the time that this was the best beer that I'd ever made. I seem to remember saying that. I remember what it tasted like. It was gorgeous. And I don't think I've made one that's tasted better since. Now, this was Bohemian Pilsner malt, and it was funky Belgian ale yeast. So it was a true European flavour within that. So Bohemia is my favourite region of Europe. It's the area in the east of Germany near Dresden, and then the west of Czechia, what used to call the Czech Republic. That whole area is Bohemia, and I love that area. It's got a special place in my heart. So with the Belgian ale yeast and the Bohemian theme, I've got a truly European sort of take on, you know, on beer, basically. 8.4%, so a good volume. Let's see how time has treated it. I can't find my bottle opener, but I've got these scissors. So they've got a bottle opener on them. Oh, very delicate, but definitely I've got vapour, and there is a rush to the top of bubbles. So 2 years carbonation, Bobby Dazzler. Right, let's have a look. So to continue the European theme, there we go. My Berlin beer glass. Right. Oh, that's not looking bad, is it? That is tidy. Carbonation is absolutely spot on, possibly a bit OTT in all honesty. Nice head. I think this should be the profile picture. Let's swap hands so we can see the glass and the bottle. Right, picture for the video. Right, let's try it. It's very gassy, but I'll tell you something. The flavour is wonderful. It's absolutely beautiful. It combines the best elements of like a Pilsner style beer like lager beer with a Belgian ale. The yeast, that funky Belgian ale yeast is absolutely brilliant. I can't remember where I got it from. If you find the original film for this, so uploaded sometime in probably June 2021. It was bottled on the 6th of May. Funky Bohemian Strong Ale, 8.4%. I'd say it's still possibly one of the best beers I've ever made, and as an all grain, definitely a victory. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Really is a stunning beer, that, and age has done nothing but kindness to it. So I'm very, very pleased with this one. So cheers folks, I've got one more to go. We're going dark for the next one. Catch you in a bit. It's got a bit colder now, it's the evening. Got my coat on. But I'm now opening a chocolate porter at 5.3%. And this was bottled on the 23rd of March 2021. This is an all-grain porter, and I can't remember off the top of my head how I flavoured it, but I think I might have used some sort of chocolate flavouring, like MyProtein Flavdrops or something like that. And it was an all-grain beer that was made with, as far as I can remember, it was toasted malt or something along those lines. It was a very dark malt. No idea what I'm going to get out of this. I don't remember how good it or bad it was when I opened it originally. Let's see. Gosh, right, I'm going to be brave. Oh, scared. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Again. Right, let's try that. Okay. Not much happening. Right. Okay. Oh, I can smell chocolate though. That's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in a Leeds Beer Festival glass from whatever year it was at Leeds Met SU or Leeds Beckett SU. And yeah, there's no head on this. Let me pour it at a height out of sympathy. Nah, that looks rubbish. Okay, so it looks absolutely dreadful. I mean, that is very chocolatey. A bit too much, to be quite honest. I cannot tell if there's any carbonation or not, but I would think not. Okay. Do you know what? It's gone like the other one did, a bit like a ghost. It's gone into one of those sort of like soury beers. Can you imagine a ghost like sour type beer that has a chocolate aftertaste? That's what this is. It's a weird flavour, but it's not awful. That's the bizarre thing. It should be awful, but it's not. It's actually interesting. And I say that in the British context of, interesting, as in like, that's probably wrong. And it probably is wrong, but do you know what? I've had wronger beers that I've paid a lot of money for. I'm trying to think of a comparator. Imagine if you took half a pint of Old Peculiar, put a bit of cocoa in it, and then mixed it 50-50 with a ghost beer. That's probably where I'm at. A bizarre cocktail recipe, which I do not recommend. But with that said, I will drink this. Of course I will. But yeah. Interesting. The more I sample it, the more I'm thinking, actually, I can drink that. Worryingly. Right, okay. So, lesson learned from today. Let's go back to the beginning. So, the vanilla cider was cracking, better than ever. The honey Rauchbier was okay, but it ended up tasting like a ghost. That was an all grain. The Belgian strong ale, winner chicken dinner, the best one. Funky Bohemian strong ale, Belgian ale yeast, Bohemian Pilsner malt, absolutely superb. Recommended as a combination. Chocolate porter, it's a chocolate ghost beer, which is a weird combination, which works in a weird way. So what can I say? So it's been a learning curve. It's been, I'm glad I've done this, and I hope you enjoy the film. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next film, whatever that may be. I think it's probably going to be a cooking film, but we'll see. You never know. Right. Cheers, folks. Been a pleasure, as always. The film that you've just watched is a Moss Home and Garden production. You can find more by going to www.mosshomeandgarden.co.uk. www.mosshomeandgarden.co.uk. I'd just like to say thank you very much for supporting my YouTube channel and for watching my films. It really is very much appreciated. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to receive future updates about the home and garden films which I upload. You can find my YouTube channel by going to www.mosshomeandgarden.co.uk. Please click on the red subscribe button. When you've done that, a little bell will appear. If you press that also, then you'll get future updates about the films which I upload. If you like my films, if you like my style of filming, then you might also like my travel channel, which you will find by going to youtube.com/Stuart Moss or type in www.mosstravel.tv. Again, if you could subscribe to that channel, it would be hugely appreciated. If you'd like to get Moss Home and Garden updates on Facebook, then please open Facebook and do a search for Moss Home and Garden, and you will find the page. If you like the page, then you will get future updates on there. And if you'd like to connect on Instagram for home, garden and travel photography, as well as some stories, then my username is StuMoss, STUMOSS. If you'd like to connect on Twitter, then my username is @StuartMoss. And if you'd like to contact me about film usage or any other issue, please just email me on stewmosshomegarden@gmail.com. Once again, thank you very much for supporting my channel, for watching my films. I do appreciate it. I'd just like you all to have a great day.